Have you ever woken up from a dream so vivid, so real, that for a moment you couldn't tell what was reality? Or maybe you've had those bizarre dreams that make absolutely no sense, with flying elephants and talking teacups. What if I told you that these nightly adventures are more than just random brain firings? They're a crucial part of what makes you. So why do we dream? That's one of the biggest mysteries in science, but today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world inside our heads to uncover the latest theories. Get ready, because the truth is stranger than any dream you've ever had. To understand dreams, we first need to understand sleep. It's not just a state of rest. Our brain is incredibly active while we sleep, cycling through different stages. The main event for dreaming is a stage called REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. If you've ever seen a sleeping pet's eyes twitching, you've witnessed REM sleep firsthand. This stage typically starts about 90 minutes after you fall asleep. Your heart rate increases, your breathing becomes irregular, and your brain activity? It looks almost identical to when you're awake and engaged in an activity. Except for one key difference: your body is essentially paralyzed. A part of your brainstem called the pons sends signals to shut down the neurons in your spinal cord, preventing you from acting out your dreams. This safety mechanism, known as remitonia, is why you don't actually get up and start flying when you dream you're a superhero. So, what's the point of all this nightly brain activity? One of the most prominent theories is that dreams are essential for memory consolidation. Think of your brain as a supercomputer. During the day, you collect a massive amount of data: new facts you learned, experiences you had, faces you saw. At night, during REM sleep, your brain gets to work sorting through this information. It's like a librarian organizing books. It decides what information is important enough to keep and transfers it from your short-term memory to your long-term memory storage. Dreams might be the byproduct of this process. The weird combinations of people, places, and events in your dreams could be your brain mixing and matching old and new memories to see how they fit together. It's not just about storing facts, it's about making connections and building a richer, more integrated understanding of your world. Another compelling idea is the threat simulation theory. From an evolutionary perspective, our ancestors faced constant dangers. This theory suggests that dreams act as a virtual reality training ground. They allow us to practice our fight-or-flight responses in a safe environment. Have you ever had a nightmare about being chased? According to this theory, your brain is running a drill. By simulating threatening scenarios, your brain is preparing you to react more quickly and effectively if you ever face a similar threat in real life. It's a survival mechanism, honed over thousands of years, to keep you safe. Even modern-day anxiety dreams, like showing up to an exam unprepared, might be a contemporary version of this ancient rehearsal system, preparing us for social and professional challenges. But what about the emotional side of dreams? That's where the emotional regulation theory comes in. Dreams might be a way for our brains to process and cope with the emotions of the day. Think of it as a form of overnight therapy. During REM sleep, the brain regions associated with emotion, like the amygdala, are highly active. However, the levels of certain stress-related neurochemicals are reduced. This unique chemical environment might allow us to reprocess emotional experiences in a safer or less stressful context. It helps to strip the emotional charge from difficult memories, allowing us to wake up with a clearer head. This is why getting a good night's sleep after a tough day can often make you feel so much better. Your brain has been hard at work, soothing your emotional wounds. Then there's the creative side. Many artists, musicians, and scientists have credited dreams with their greatest inspirations. Paul McCartney famously said the melody for Yesterday came to him in a dream. The inventor of the sewing machine, Elias Howe, supposedly solved a key design problem after a nightmare. This isn't just a coincidence. The dreaming brain is less constrained by logic and convention. It makes loose, novel connections between ideas that our waking mind might dismiss. This state of uninhibited thought can lead to incredible moments of insight and creativity. Dreams can be our personal brainstorming sessions, offering unique solutions to problems we've been struggling with while awake. It's your brain's way of thinking outside the box, literally while you're asleep inside one. Of course, no single theory can fully explain the complexity of dreaming. The reality is likely a combination of all these ideas and more. Dreams are part of our memory system, our survival instincts, our emotional processing, and our creative engine. They help us learn, they prepare us for danger, they help us heal, and they inspire us. Another fascinating theory, called the activation synthesis hypothesis, suggests that dreams are simply our brain's attempt to make sense of random signals. During REM sleep, the brainstem sends random electrical impulses to the cortex, the part of the brain that interprets sensory information. The cortex then tries to weave these random signals into a coherent story, creating the bizarre narratives of our dreams. So that dream where your teeth fell out while you were riding a dolphin, it might just be your brain trying to create a plot from unrelated neural firings. So what does this all mean for you? It means that your dreams, no matter how strange, are a vital part of your mental and emotional health. They are not just meaningless nightly movies. They are a window into your brain's inner workings as it sorts memories, manages emotions, and solves problems. Paying attention to your dreams can sometimes give you insights into your own anxieties and desires. While dream interpretation isn't an exact science, recurring themes can often point to unresolved issues or stressors in your life. It's a personal language your brain uses to communicate with itself. The science of dreaming is a frontier that is still being explored. With advances in brain imaging technology like fMRI, scientists are getting a clearer picture than ever before of what happens in our minds when we drift off. They can now watch as different brain regions light up during REM sleep, confirming the intricate dance of memory, emotion, and sensory processing that we call a dream. Each new study brings us one step closer to solving this ancient puzzle. So the next time you wake up from a wild dream, don't just dismiss it. Take a moment to marvel at the incredible, complex machine that is your brain. It worked all night, not just resting, but actively building your mind, healing your heart, and maybe even preparing you for your next big idea. Dreams are a fundamental part of the human experience, connecting us to our evolutionary past and paving the way for our future. They remind us that even in our quietest moments, our brains are performing extraordinary feats. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of dreams. It is a reminder that there is a whole universe of mystery and wonder happening inside our own heads every single night. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of you. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had? Let me know in the comments below. Sleep well and sweet dreams.